Hey guys, what's going on? BMcG here, and we are back with war videos. I'm not doing showcase videos again. I think war videos, just every single war we do, is probably the easiest route for me to do. It's easier just because I have all the recordings all in like one order versus having to sift through and go through and make a showcase. But the showcase on Overseer was fun to do. The couple Sorcerer videos were fun to do as well. But yeah, so this is War 1 of Season 33. Unstoppable Armor is still the global tactic, and this is the first season of having the Defiance attack tactic. Although it's not going to be of much use this season, it's going to be decently useful for certain matchups, I guess. But yeah, so my team is rank 4 Sorcerer Supreme, rank 4 Overseer, and rank 3 Odin, although Odin doesn't do any fights. He's just a pre-fight guy for me today. I do think he has some use on the war map. If you guys like war videos and you aren't subbed to DLL, aka Daddy Longlegs, give him a sub. He uses Odin a bit, I think. Was doing some testing with him in the off season. But we're going up path 3 in section 1 to start against this mole man. So that's why that's why Odin is here, so I can have the shock resist. Right there was a huge mistake. And I'm lucky he didn't hit me because he could have done some serious damage to me. But yeah, I really messed up there, and that I got really lucky I didn't get retaliated. But yeah, that's why Odin's on my team, is so I can have these pre-fight buffs. I didn't put the aptitude on because there's no need for it. Sorcerer doesn't really gain any buffs, and the aptitude would have been 100% useless. The protection is for the boss I am taking later, just in case he gets pushed to a special 2, because the one hit would only do 15% of my health if I get pushed to, or if he gets pushed to a special 2. Heimdall is the boss I'm taking. So this node here, basically every 10 hits he's going to gain armor up, and then when I strike him, he'll have a chance to shock me, which is why I have the shock resist. Right there, I got lucky again. I'm really frustrated with how I played in this fight, even though I got through very cleanly. It was very risky, so to say. I don't really like the way I played. Right here, we're trying to avoid throwing our special 1 and our special 2 in the Fury phase, so we don't armor break him and give him all kinds of power. His special 2, or special 1 and special 2 aren't really annoying to evade. It's just I don't want him to get super high in power, and every time I nullify a buff, he'll gain power, so I don't want to have my special 1 nullify aura up. And armor breaking his armors is fine, I guess. Right there, that special 2 did like 0 damage. When my parries stick, I don't trust attacking him because he's got that delayed shrug. So yeah, that fight decently well. Not happy with the way I played it. And I was actually going to wait before taking that fight to see what's up with this man thing, but my buddy FaZe got it down perfectly fine. He used Omega. It's a great Omega fight, but I was going to wait and see if we needed an Overseer there, because then I could put all 3 Odin buffs on him and we'd be fine. I've taken that fight with Man-Thing, or I've taken that Man-Thing fight with Overseer before. Same with that Mole Man, actually, and it went fine. It was just super slow. But next up, we have Nova on Mixmaster, and this is a textbook Sorcerer fight. Due to Power Focus 1, you could be as aggressive as you want and not really have to worry about pushing him to a special 3. Obviously, you have to be weary of his power gain when he dashes at you, but he's got no chance of getting to a special 3 in this fight just due to the amount of damage I end up doing. So we start in the power gain phase, which allows us to slow on special activation. Then we launch our special 1 with the power start 1 boost, and then now we bait a dash attack, launch our special 2, he's slowed again, and now we have armor break stored. So now we need to get back to another special in the power gain phase so we can get another slow banked. We get to our special 2, launch that, so now we have 2 slows banked. So now we're pretty much good. We can just take this on the block. She's got energy resistance, and I believe that special 2 is energy damage, at least it looks like it. So she will resist a lot of that damage. So yeah, this fight is very straightforward with Sorcerer. I think she's one of the better options for Nova here. She's just a beast. I'm so glad I took her to rank 4 instead of Doom. I was leaning towards Doom until I talked to my officers, Steve and Mike, they pretty much told me Sorcerer makes sense for my account. So I'm glad they agreed with me when. I'm glad they felt that way, because that's how I felt. But I felt like I needed to rank Doom for prestige. But yeah, I'm really happy with having Sorcerer at rank 4. She's such a beast. So next up we have King Groot on this new Path 1 nodes. Never Back Down, Reinvigorated, Unblockable. Can't remember the other one. I think it's still Vigor. So basically the first node is, or the second node, if you dash back twice within a certain amount of time, they'll gain a regen. So it's basically no retreat, but regen for them. And then the node says if he gets 10 regens within the fight, he will get an unblockable passive or something like that. It'll become unblockable. It's pretty much not that big of a deal. You just got to be careful with Sorcerer. The MD here is just going to fuel her power and therefore fuel her damage, because the more power she gets, the easier it is for her to loop special 2s. But yeah, we're going to keep the special 1 nullify aura up as much as we can. We have 2 regens on blocks, so I could just block hits and not have to dash back. Just bait heavy attacks, then dash back that way. There's like no need for me to do that double dash back there that I did to give him that regen. Although I think you could use that as a way to fuel your power with MD, because I'm pretty sure it's a regen buff, not a regen passive from the node. So you can purposely give it to him and nullify it and use it as a way to increase your power and then increase your damage. But this is pretty good placement. I don't think it'll get kills, but it'll just be a long fight, and you kind of want those fights on the map, in my opinion. Because if every fight is a quick fight, like let's say every fight's like a Hitmonkey or a Jabari, they have smaller health pools, but they're really punishing. If they clear it all, like it's going to be pretty, fight time's going to be pretty low. Therefore, if a tiebreaker comes up based on time, you would probably lose. I'm not saying that every defender is going to be like a Hitmonkey level, or every defender needs to be like huge health pool like Ihulk, King Groot, Sasquatch. You just want to try to maximize some placements like that. That King Groot placement I think is a good one to maximize the opponent's fight time in there, if that makes any sense. Because it's not one of those fights that's going to get any kills. It's just one of those fights that's going to be long, and you need those as well as the fights that you think will kill the opponent. But I've been rambling. We're taking this Apocalypse on the new Buffet over time node. Basically, if you trigger a buff, they'll nullify it and get a regen. I think it's a regen that lasts 15 seconds. No, it's 15% and gives you 15% over 7 seconds. Overseer's immune to nullify, so he'll still work here. And then the other node is still that one that makes them go unblockable when they gain 10 types of regen. It's pretty much a non-issue here with Overseer, because Apoc's not going to heal because he can't nullify Overseer's buffs. So yeah, next up we have node 48 CGR, and I think this is big brain placement by GT40. I mean, it's not that big brain, but I think it's great placement, because this will allow CGR to gain, or not gain, he'll have the ability to complete judgment cycles by giving him the vigilance through the node. So whenever you gain a bar of power, the defender will gain a vigilance buff, which will therefore allow CGR to complete judgment cycles, which is absolutely nuts if he was max sig, but thankfully this one I don't think was. There's also missing in action, so if a buff expires on the opponent and I don't knock them down within a certain time period, I'm faltered. If I do, they're faltered. I've seen people try to get fancy with this node, and like when the opponent's faltered, they like try to let them hit into them. I don't recommend doing that at all. Just play the node normally. Don't try to play into the idea of using like the falter to how do you say it? Use it as a way to create openings is the best way I can put it. I wouldn't use it like that. I'd still rely on parries. Don't try to get fancy because it's risky. But yeah, when CGR triggered that judgment cycle, or when he triggered damnation, I was like, oh, that was a decent bit of damage that I just took, and yeah, this this could go south, because his health is the same health as mine. Actually, he's got, yeah, it's actually the same exact amount. But once I got into this loop of throwing special threes with this 200% Mystic Power boost, I was pretty much safe. But this fight could get out of hand pretty quickly if you're not using a proper counter like Tigra. It was just something that we overlooked. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Just got to keep looping the special threes at this point. But I think Tigra's the best counter here because she will completely ignore everything CGR does. I don't think he'll gain the armor up when you hit him because of the neutralize, and that will prevent the unstoppable from ever coming from the node, or the global node. And that could prevent vigilance from coming on him. So yeah, I think that's good placement. Tiger's the best counter. But I think this special 3 will finish him off. If not, it'll take him to like 3%. I like this placement so much that I copied it for this next war. I don't know if any of you guys knew, but I'm doing defense for my battle group, and it's been something I'm pretty excited about. I don't know. It's something I'm excited about, and seeing this fight, how it could go south if like CGR is max sig, or if they don't bring a proper counter. Like if they just overlook things like we did. It could be funny to watch them KO to that fight. But next up we have Heimdall on the boss node, and I think this is the smoothest Heimdall solo I've had. Sorcerer is such a beast. Right here, this is what I do almost every single time before putting on pre-fights if I don't see the icon on the boss or on the character I put the pre-fight on. I back out, and then I check the, I'll click him, and then I'll check the pre-fight area, and then I can see there's 2 pre-fights, Guidance and the, Icon's Ingenuity or whatever, Econ, I don't know how to say it. It's the power gain phase, the one that allows you to slow, the pink thing. Yeah, that's normally what I do, so I don't accidentally enter a fight without having my pre-fights on, because that could be a recipe for disaster. But yeah, I'm waiting to enter this fight. Oh yeah, I saw Steve and Mike talking in the in our chat, and I'm like, what are they talking about? I saw No Rabbit. I'm like, the hell is he talking about? This was at like 2 in the morning also. I was just about to go to bed because I didn't think the node that was linked, or that had me linked, was going to be taken down. But it, like, I was like in bed, did my AQ pass. I'm like, let me check the war score before I go to sleep. And I see the guy move across the screen who was going to take that fight. And I'm like, oh, nice. So I can get the boss fight down before I go to sleep, which is always what I want to do. I don't like playing the next day. I don't like playing in the morning because I'm all groggy and slow and tired. More visual bugs. My Odin pre-fights went away, or Odin buffs. It's always beautiful. This damage here is just ridiculous. She's so good, guys. If you're a Sorcerer fan and like you are debating on taking her rank 4, I say do it. She's so damn good. Right here, push him really close to special 2. I wasn't too worried, and the special 3 here will seal the deal. I think at the end fight screen it says the special 3 did like 140,000 damage, which is just insane. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Currently I am at 96. I'm at a 96 deathless streak, 96 kills in a row without dying. So let's see if I continue that next war. I'm recording this before I take my next war's fights. I have 6 fights, so I have the potential to, you know, crack the 100. So don't want to jinx anything. I've already been jinxed by my alliance mates, especially Taters. He's notorious for jinxing people's streaks. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you guys for the next war video. I don't have anything else planned. Don't plan on streaming for the future, or near future. So just gonna have some more videos coming out. Take it easy. So peace out, guys. Love you all for subscribing and hanging out. If you're not subbed, I still love you for watching. Yeah, that's it. Bye.